It didn't work. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another
Oh
stream. There we
boy.
go. Today, we are back with Hone. We haven't played in a hot minute. We have some
No.
laggy cams on screen. There's ducks being called. Wait, wait. So yeah, they added soundboards to Discord, and it's gonna be a fun one. uh, but yeah, last time we played, do you guys remember where we were last time?
We
Yep.
just got onto a thing.
Yes.
Murder.
You guys entered an escape cruiser from the I'm gonna turn my microphone down a little bit. From the secret space lab that Kaisier and Hone were using to develop a Dyson sphere that you implanted a virus onto so that you could crash it from a distance. That leads you guys to being escaping because the other option would be to be on
That's the Dyson
Kaisier's ship. You did not want to do that, so you decided to break free of the med bay and try to hijack just like a escort ship or something like that. And you did successfully get on there, but just before you escaped, there was Kaisier chasing you down. You guys stopped him enough and held back his attacks just enough that you could kill him. But upon death, you found out it was actually a different person by the name of Adelhai, and it is most likely that it was a changeling. Thank you for the suspense. So you guys do know changelings because you have a changeling in your party, Ace. But
Yeah.
you did not know that there were
I was gonna
that many
say.
more.
Who?
Yeah, Ace is
I
not
had that
played with as
moment of,
much,
wait,
but
we have a
Ace's character is
changeling?
still around.
Got it. Got it.
He's actually back on the Sarth with everyone else helping defend that area because he's a sneaky boy. But yeah, you guys then are on a ship. You docked away after kind of shooting through doors and blast bays, kind of let yourself out. Exactly. And from there, you guys started being shot at. You are on a small cruiser. Capellia is piloting you, trying to do some maneuvers to get around different sort of patterns to escape these shots, but we're going to continue where we are. You guys have a big ship with 3 large guns, 2 smaller guns firing at you. You have in a smaller ship that is seeming to undock and start to chase you. Your ship needs some time to charge up to be able to go faster and escape because these seem to be just casual cruisers, not actual warships. They do have weapons on them. You have 2 light turrets that were believed manned by, I think Tim, you got on one, and I think Hulana got on the
so.
other. And then,
B's not smart enough to run a ship.
yeah, someone went into the engine room. Was that you, Tex? Did you go into the engine room?
Probably.
Okay, I know someone did. It was either Tex or
don't
B, I think.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Leah was,
was it B?
no, Leah was the pilot.
Yeah, Leah's always pilot. Leah has piloting skills.
Into the engine room because you don't want to be near the engine.
Okay, that's
She's
fair.
gonna eat it.
We're left.
You might have piloting skills, but not everyone. Isa might have some piloting skills, but I don't know if you'd have Spacefarer piloting skills. It's a little bit different than Earthbound or Planetbound ships.
I have land and water vehicles.
Okay, then you
Wait,
would.
didn't B literally?
B
almost
had a
die on
ship, but I don't
spaceship?
think it was flown the same way. I think it was more of like a
Meteor that
And
she.
yeah.
look how well that turned out.
exactly. But Capellia is fully trained. She was Dean's transporter. Isa is fully trained from military, and Kulana is trained from her pirate background. Yeah, most people can drive regular ships that are like cars, basically. But the spacefaring ships are a little bit more complicated. But yeah, so you guys are on your way out. I'm going to start basically just rolling a dice for Capellia, see how good she pilots.
Autumn, eat the lemon head. Stop holding it and eat it.
Intrusive just thoughts are winning.
Uh-oh.
Just fucking eat it.
She's gonna
I want to eat it, but like my brain's like put it as close to the camera as you can and crunch.
don't do
I'd
that.
actually kill you.
Yeah. We're gonna do a dexterity check for Capellia. She did not roll high enough to have anything good happen, but nothing bad happens either. So Capellia tries to kind of swerve around the ship to get out of the way, but what ends up happening is she kind of turns off to do a side roll. The ship's not fast enough, so she kind of just lines you guys up with the ship in a different area. There are 5 guns that are pointed at you. Yes, exactly. And 3 of the large ones and 2 of the smaller ones start to take aim to fire. This ship does seem to be heavily armored, but it's not super fast or heavily weaponed. First one hits.
Oh no.
Second one misses.
Yay.
These are for the 3 big guns. Third one misses. So that is 6d6.
No.
That is 23 damage. I don't have to cause any breach. And then the 2 smaller turrets. First one hits. Second one misses. What is that? I think that's 3. 3d8s.
I love these.
And that is 14, so now I don't have to do anything crazy. So yeah, you have 2 big blasts hit you. One hits the hull of your ship with a large blast. The other one kind of skims the side of your wings. And then you see the second ship kind of become undocked from the craft and start chasing after you. You see the main rig that is flying Kaisir's ship does seem to be piloting, starts turning towards your ship to chase. You do notice, though, that it is a very slow ship. This is not like any sort of frigate. It is just a carrier. Excuse me.
You need to go directly to ludicrous speed.
No. You'll overshoot. But from there, are you guys going to do anything particular? Turret ships or gunners, would you like to try to shoot at any particular targets? You're in close enough range that you can shoot anything. Do you want to take a shot at the carrier following you, or the big ship, see if you can take out turrets?
I think I want to target the smaller ship.
You want to target the smaller ship? Sure thing. Roll me a attack. It's going to be, since you have, I think it's going to be a +2 for you.
Is it with my modifier?
No, it's it's a skill modifier that's separate.
Got it.
I should probably attach it to one, but I never did.
19.
19, that hits. Roll me 3d8.
3d8. 5, 7,
It's 12.
9.
9 in total, or it's 5, 7, and 9? Or
5,
9
7.
in total. That's right.
5,
Yeah.
9 in total, yeah.
Okay, so you hit it. You kind of just glance off the top of a wing. It doesn't do much damage. Caitlin, are you going to try to shoot at the same people? Okay, roll me a d20. She has a +2 as well.
Autumn, what are you doing?
Interesting.
Fortnite
Wah.
Battle Pass.
Is he playing Fortnite?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Look at this dude. That's how I feel.
This dude.
13? That does hit. Roll me 3d8.
Thank you, Elliot. I just saw
20?
you.
For
Golf.
3d8, that's crazy.
Dude.
Caitlin
should
rolled
add
like
a
max
bogus.
damage basically. Not enough to do anything critical, but that does mean you hit it and you actually hit straight on, and it does like kind of shudder the ship you see, but it still is on your tail. That does mean, Tex, would you like to try to either boost the onion, boost the onion, your guns or your shields? You have those 3 options.
I think shields would.
You want to do
be good
shields?
for right now.
All right, roll
Yeah.
me an intelligence check, and we'll see if
Oh
you can.
fuck! I got my fucking character sheet open, but I forgot to get my dice.
Feel that.
We'll see if you can figure out this ship. And again, these rules have changed since the beginning. You can only do
Oh, there they
one of the options, and then you have to choose a different one before you can do it again. It does take a successful throw as well.
Shield and speed.
What am I adding? for,
Intelligence, so you just your base intelligence score.
Unnatural 20.
Oh, okay, yeah, you do it.
Nice.
That works. So yeah, you go in. You've worked on some stuff before, I imagine, with like machinery and things like that. You're like, oh hey, here's like the shields pipe. Let's divert some power from the engine, kind of tune it here, and you just crank up the power. You see the hum go
Crank
to life
that,
as
soldier boy.
your the energy kind of dissipates down one tube. People on the outside, you do see sort of this hexagonal pattern show up around the ship, kind of seeming to reduce any damage coming towards you. This ship is going to start coming at you now. They do not have a full crew, so they actually only have one gun, and they miss. So they shoot off, it goes flying right past you. At this point, you're getting a decent bit away from the main rig, but this second ship is right on your tail. You guys are still in range. There's probably going to be about 2 more turns you're in range of this main ship. So I'm actually just going to roll 5d20 and see how many of them hit you.
Oh no.
1, 2, 3, 3 hit, 4 hit. One's a natural 20. Uh-oh.
Yikes.
Let me
Like
see
that.
what that yeah, let me see what that order came into.
Or do you TPKs?
It wasn't the major gun that crit you though. It was one big gun that hit and then the 2 small guns hit too. So you got lucky.
This is how we all die.
Oh, they
This is
rolled
how-
terribly. Okay. They hit you. The big turret kind of glances the top of your ship again. And actually, since you have shields, it is halved as well. So that first hit basically goes in and sort of like a stone gets pushed up by your hexagonal shield that sort of appears where it's hitting and just deflects it off into space in front of you, doing very minimal damage. The next shot comes in. It does half damage as well. Does 7 more damage, so another small hit. And the last one is a crit, so that means I roll. No, it's this plus. Still not enough to do a major crit. It hits again half damage. They're rolling very terribly. So it bounces off of your ship still, or actually this one hits directly. It does enough damage to be dramatic. Hits directly. Your guys are seeing that your ship's about 3/4 hull integrity. You have some time to get away, but you do need to get away fast. Now back to your guys' turn. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
So Copelia is going to again try to dodge out of the way, try to like actually survive. She does not roll well enough, but not low enough to cause any issues. So again, just tries to duck and weave. The ship follows directly behind her. The guns of the main carrier just kind of point down at you guys. That'll go off to the turret people. So Tim, were you gonna shoot at the same small ship again?
Yep.
All right, roll me an attack.
14
14. Okay, that +2 or is that without +2?
with the +2.
Then you do not hit.
Hmm.
So you take a shot. It kind of flies past them. Kaylin, you want me to roll you a d20? Let's see if she hits. She rolled a 2. Maybe I rolled a 2. I don't know. But nope, that misses. That one also misses. From there. With that, then, Tex, would you like to power up a separate part of the ship, or are you going to try something else?
How did you say it worked again?
So you can power up the ship still, but it has to be either weapons or speed. You cannot power up the shields anymore, or until the next turn.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with speed because our
Speed?
main goal is just trying
Get
to
away.
get away.
Sure
We're
thing.
Not really trying to fight.
Roll me an intelligence check. It does also, each time you do it, the DC goes up slightly
Okay.
until you give it a turn to take a break, but you also can't do the same ones in the same time.
17.
17, that does succeed as well.
Okay.
The DC is now up to a 17. It starts at 15.
Okay.
I should be clear with this, but yeah, that works. So you're going to have double the movement speed. As soon as you do that, you feel the engines bring to life. Next turn, you'll have double the movement speed.
Okay.
And then from there, you kind of take a blast off.
Cool.
So yeah, from there then, it's gonna go back to the main ship. They're getting noticeably far away now. It's far enough that you're starting to lose detail in seeing them. Let's see what they hit. Not a single one of those shots land. They start
Nice.
taking pop shots at you, and each one's starting to miss.
I
They're
think you
moving.
missed the little ship.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. my bad.
They're moving slowly further away. It seems like they're stopping following you now that since you guys are going so much faster than them, they know they can't catch up. The small ship, however, is still on your tail, and we'll see if they hit. They do. They land one shot. Not a crit, though. And they do 8 damage. So it hits your hull again. Nothing crazy. Back to your ship's turn. Gunners. No, pilot first. We're going to see if Copelia can do a maneuver. She's actually going to try to give the gunners advantage on her attack. And rolled a natural 1. So as she tries to lower, she begins to become super low to the ground, or the
There is
plane
no
of the plane of battle, and kind of begins to tilt herself down. And the gunner ship goes right above you, points straight down, and they have advantage on you now.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Great.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens when you roll too low.
At least as a cat.
Yeah, at least you have a cat to stare at. Gunners.
Where's the cat? Which cat? Oh, it's Willow.
Tim, are you gonna attack that little ship again?
Yeah, I'm gonna move Little Ship again.
All right.
Oh, Willow is so cute.
And that one is 16.
16.
Oh my-
16 does
She
hit.
looks done with
So roll
everything.
me 3d8.
7. 10.
Ooh.
12.
12.
we're
That does a
jammed
decent,
with.
decent bit of damage. You shoot back at them. You hit them right on the underbelly. Doesn't do much damage. These ships are very heavily armored. Not as in they're hard to hit, but as in they can take a lot of hits. So
Jump.
you know that you guys are about 3/4 hull capacity. They're probably at like 80%, maybe 88% or something like that. So you're not doing nearly that much damage. Do you want to roll d20, Kaylin, or should I for you? Okay. She's gonna take her pop shot, see if she can hit someone.
Doing her little like meow squeaks.
Weird cat.
So cute.
One isn't a
14,
cat, though.
and that is
Fair.
Steal her from.
you have +2, so 16 also hits. Roll me 3d8. I want you all to look at Elliot's profile picture and see a Furby.
Mm-hmm. Is that not what it's meant to be?
No.
Oh,
11 damage. Yeah, that's a decent bit of damage. You hit them. They
what's
do
it, what's
good.
it meant to be?
Okay. The next shot. The main rig
Oh,
is
it's a
no
raccoon
longer.
with a burger.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
them
little
busy-
raccoon with eating
Them
burgers.
busy eating burgies.
Yeah,
But-
no, I thought that was a Furby.
No,
I'm
not
sorry.
a Furby. The main ship is now too far away to be able to shoot you guys anymore. You're probably out at like 500, 600 feet away from them now. The smaller rig, however, is still close enough, and they do have advantage. So I'm gonna roll the first two, see what they got. First one hits. Second one misses still. That's gonna be 3d8 damage. There's no crits, however. What's up? All right, we'll put a work order in. Not my kitchen. That is 14 damage. You guys are still getting pelted with it. Now on the next turn, Copelia does have a bit of extra speed. Kind of shoots out ahead, getting a little bit of distance, a little bit of ground. She will, however, try to. I think she's just gonna try to maneuver out of the way because she knows you guys are taking a lot of damage. Also fails that one. Not terribly though, just barely. Back to the gunners. Tim?
A natural 21.
A natural 21. Perfect. You
Ooh.
hit. Roll 3d8.
6. 8. And 6.
6. So
20.
20. Nice. Yeah, that's a big chunk of damage. You hit them right in the underwing. You see that one, they feel it. The ship kind of wobbles with it.
Fixed it.
Your turn to shoot.
I fixed it. I'm the genius.
She's a genus.
A genus?
Dude, I made some great tacos today. I just gotta brag real fast.
Yeah?
They're really good.
They
Home-
sound good.
Dude, I made a homemade cheese. So nice. D20, yeah.
You made a homemade cheese?
Yeah,
for
Well,
homemade
them?
where'd you get
homemade
the
melted
milk
cheese, like
Shit.
spread
The
cheese.
milk
15.
the store.
What?
15 hits. That's just barely enough. 3d8. Yeah, but I mix some cheese with some sharp cheddar. You can start with the roux, butter, and flour.
13.
Mix that up. Cheese, milk, whipping cream. Add some salsa. Add some hot sauce, cayenne, crushed pepper. Not crushed pepper, just cayenne powder. 13 damage, pretty good. Mix it all up. Great cheese.
You take some chocolate and some.
Man, I
lobster,
want
some
some
eggs and
homemade
some pie,
tacos.
It's so
and you
good,
mix
man.
it in your body.
Yeah,
shit it
Kaylin
all
does
out.
also land a good shot in it. Not enough to do anything critical. You both, no one got a critical shot, luckily, to cause major damage. I've not had to use that crit table in a while. Thank you, Autumn. On top of that, I had salsa, regular cheese, sour cream, and like tortillas all out on the table. Made some great soft tacos. So you
Dude,
needed to
I had
brag.
warmed up soup.
Hey
I
man,
had
a good
a
soup's good.
sandwich.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, but from there, you guys are moving along. Tex, back to your turn. Do you want? We'll start. No, it was
Huh?
Copelia first. Sorry, I was going things out of order.
All right. I'm no longer a Furby.
Let's see if she's got.
Oh my God. I don't know if that's better.
Not any
Oh
better.
no. Capella does
I
not
am
do anything good.
deranged.
Gunners,
I
are you
did.
shooting the thing? Are you shooting the ship?
Big one's out of range for.
Big one
like,
is out
can't
of the
shoot
range
us
now. You guys are now beyond 500 feet away.
All right, so just little one then.
Image of SpongeBob.
17.
17, that
I
hits.
cannot
Roll
math.
3d8.
Fine, I won't be unsettling then.
6. 12. 17.
17, yeah, that's a good chunk of damage. Kaylin, it's your turn. Roll a d20. Is there anything you want to do? You want to try B, or are you just like waiting it out?
Shut up, him.
Okay, you miss.
Giles,
Is there anything you want to try B?
There we go.
Autumnum. Autumnum.
Autumn.
Is there anything you want to try as B, or are you just gonna keep going?
Thank you, Elliot.
What?
I don't know if B can do anything. Because we got someone on pilot. None of my spells will work.
Sure. Okay, then yeah.
Um,
Then we'll go over to Tex. Tex, are you gonna power up the engine? Are you gonna do anything, or you
Nope.
just want to give it a round?
I think I'll just give it a round.
Sure. Yeah, that drops
not sure
the
what
the
to do
DC
right now.
back to 16. Then I'll give the
Okay.
engine a little bit of a rest. And then from there, you guys notice that the ship starts to kind of career off. It realizes that fighting you, it only has one turret armed. It would probably lose, so it's gonna turn back to the mothership. And you
Ooh.
guys escape.
We did
You
it.
lost,
Yeah.
suckers.
You survived.
All right.
You got really lucky that the main ship was out of range when you had disadvantage or had advantage against you. Because some of
Yeah.
those big turrets, if they rolled max, oh, you would have had issues.
We would have been gone.
I feel like I feel like something. I don't know. I was gonna say something about like being smart, but that clearly isn't true.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, brain
No, the
black.
timings were good. The timings were really good.
Yeah. You guys were lucky you listened to Chisoth. I was giving you guys the option to not, and then that would cause major issues.
What was just us thing?
Chisoth leaving. She wanted to break out of the thing instead of waiting.
Oh,
If you guys
What
did
was the
wait,
other
I'll
option?
spoil it. If you guys did wait, they were going to like hold person you in the middle of the night. And
they're gonna what?
hold person you in the middle of the night, lock you all down, and then like tie you
Oh,
down and
shit.
get you locked in.
Damn.
Yeah.
They knew.
Mm-hmm.
Can one person work on B though? She's a news. She-
So you
Why doesn't
you
it-
still
I'll be
count
right
as a
back.
Rubs you
playable
in a jar.
person, so you don't get that special pass. Either that or they do hold monster, and you have to qualify as one of those two.
Yeah.
They just put you in a jar.
Yeah.
No, do not put B in a jar.
Fine, you get a whole jug. That's it.
She gets an urn.
Just like a saran wrap it. Put B in a Tupperware. But yeah, you guys begin your trip back to the rendezvous point where you have your two ships. I think, yeah, just two. And after probably about another 2 days of travel, and you all are constantly on edge. I imagine some of you're constantly cycling, someone in the cockpit, someone in the gunner seats, watching everything as you fly. Nothing that terribly interesting happens. You guys do see some like activity, but it seems to be you're passing by a major travel point. That's about all. And then from there, you guys get back to your main ship. You notice that there is nothing that has happened to your ships. Your ships seem to be in perfect condition. There hasn't been like any asteroids that hit you. There haven't been any hijackers or anything like that. Oh, my Wi-Fi's given out. Can you guys hear me?
Uh-oh. Yep.
And we're back. Okay.
You're coming through.
Yeah, but my stream PC said 0.
Oh,
Zero
no.
Wi-Fi's. But yeah. So yeah. After that, you guys load
Alright.
back up into your ships and head back. Oh, is there anywhere you want to go specifically, or do you want to go back to your base?
My dad sent me an image. I'll read it later.
I think I'm good to head back.
Right?
What's up?
Are there any like tracking systems?
Tracking for what?
Like if that ship can track where we went.
So you know that the ship you had was definitely bugged to know where it is. It definitely has a location tracker, because most ships
Then we
have
get-
that. but it would not be able to somehow port that over to another ship without a physical device being transferred.
Like they wouldn't be able to like keep an eye on us, like where we're at.
So I mean, you know that if it would be possible that if they were to record, like if they like a Tesla, how it records always, they could probably record your ships and tell you which direction you went. But in the size of space, that means nothing.
I
Do
still
we want to
think
keep this?
I still think when we eventually land,
Oh, my Wi-Fi's out
rip
again.
like, land like gear like that.
My
Again,
stream
don't listen to
PC
these
is
traffic
bad.
jams.
Sorry, one
Or
second.
we're just taking our ship, right? We're just leaving this one that we're in right now.
Yeah, you guys are dropping the ship off. You had a rendezvous point where your ship and Chisath's ship
Okay.
met, and then you took over a damaged ship from Wormhole to the place, and then you're bringing
Yeah.
this ship back, and you're going to switch back to your ships. And I think you're actually supposed to go back to Chisath's base of operations,
Oh yeah, the place
back.
where we met
Mhm.
the
the
Thrycrane,
space station.
the,
Oh
Alright.
yeah, that place.
the astral. Basically, Katie went full spelljammer with that place.
It's
Yeah.
fun, man.
It's
Really
almost
cool.
Like you got a book or
I
something.
read the
Yeah.
Hodose lore and I was like, uh-oh. I was like,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh my gosh, my Wi-Fi's terrible right now. My stream PC's giving out.
Your camera isn't even loading on your end.
Well, that's because you're on mobile.
Yeah, that's because your internet sucks.
It's been what, Elliot? 3 weeks since you've gotten this feature,
What?
and you've already decked it out.
Let me see how long that takes.
What?
So Tim's loading perfectly fine.
That's
All
fine.
Tim, what'd you
That's
say?
surprising. The duck things and all that you got.
Oh no, this is just Discord's built-in
Yeah.
soundboard.
Yeah, you
These
got
are
that
from
like
other
3.
servers that have added the sounds.
Yeah, I know you got it like 3 weeks ago, and you've already decked it out.
Well, no. These are other servers that I'm in, not mine.
I know.
They uploaded the sound, not me.
You're still the
Okay.
problem, Elliot.
You've acquired them like that.
But yeah. So yeah, you guys begin the trip back. Is there anything you want to try to do for that beat? Trying not to be like spotted by the camera. Do you want to start by going off the wrong direction and blast past the correct way?
Yeah, like just like stuff that I'm like that makes
Yeah.
it harder to track us.
Sure. Yeah. You send that command over to Chisath, and she's like, sure, no harm, no foul. So you guys head back the wrong direction, and then after a while, you basically light drift or like kick it up to Mega Drive basically, and throw it the other way, and begin your travels back. After probably another, I think it was 3 days of or 3-day trip, you guys land back at the space station, and everything seems to be the same it was when you left. You land back into your given docking bay that the council kindly gave you, and from there you all go in, and basically Chisath says, okay, I'm gonna go report to the commander, my commander, and we will probably have a meeting with the council. From there we will continue our goals, operations, and there might be a time of down period while we plan the operation, and you guys can do whatever you need to do, but you must be warned that it is getting close to full-fledged assault, I feel.
Wait, what?
Yay.
An attack on Hone, or an attack on Kaisir or something. They're getting ready to stick it to the man, basically.
Yeah, let's beat the fuck out of it.
Autumn, you're cutting out? What was that?
I said, can B stab him? He stabs him already once.
I mean, you can if you want.
Can be eat him.
Yes.
So she goes off. You guys are left to your little room again. It seems perfectly clean and pristine. Fridge freshly stocked. There's a couple of things of jelly. B goes to the jelly. Oh, it's just like me.
Cannibalism.
Like bunny, like little cute bunny eating all the pancakes in one bite.
Oh.
That's me.
Yeah. You guys probably about like 2 to 3 hours of like waiting, and then Chisath knocks on your door. It's like, all right, everybody, the council's ready to meet with us. Please follow me, and we will meet with them to discuss plans and next steps.
B brings a jar of the jelly with her, just a snack.
She has her hand stuck in it somehow.
Yeah.
It's a choice.
Her hand in it.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys load on up. You begin to. Sorry,
What?
those are my
What are you
keys.
do-
Those are my
What
keys.
do you-
I have a
Like,
lot
many
of
keys
keys.
do you
dropping
have?
a bunch of spoons everywhere.
I have 6 keys.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. Pay attention.
7 keys.
Jingle, jingle. Pay attention.
I can't see his camera, so I'm missing.
But yeah, you guys begin your trip, your little walk over there. You enter back in, and you're meted by, I believe it was 4 people.
Yeah.
Let me make sure this. Yes, it was.
Four?
The space elf,
Mhm.
the monkey, the
A
bug,
nosy.
and
Dark
then
green.
another guy.
And a frog guy.
Oh, I thought it was a hippo.
Is it?
A gift?
I thought there was 5.
It's a
What's
it's a
happening in my
Lokatha.
brain?
Oh,
I
okay.
thought he was like a frog.
Frog fish thing.
Yeah,
Or a lowcat? Lowcats are fish people, grung or
Lokath. Yeah,
Frog or
Lokath.
frogs.
Yeah, weird fish mix. I see them more as frogs because they stand.
look.
And fish don't do that. But yeah, that's who you have. You
When
guys.
have you seen a frog stand on 2 legs?
When have you seen fish stand? Period.
Mudskippers?
Yeah, they don't have legs though. They just.
Someone jumped
They
in
kind of just
immediately.
pull themselves.
Yeah, frogs have legs. Frogs when they have 4 legs, they're still standing. You don't say a dog's not standing.
We're really asking the real questions here.
Yeah, seriously, this is the
Okay,
intense
but
debate.
frogs kind of just plop on the ground.
Some
They're
of
not, like,
them-
actively standing.
Some
on
of
their
them,
legs.
if you get like a tree frog, they do when they walk.
Well,
I've
well, if a
been watching
dog's standing,
the little
its
frogs,
legs
like little like round frogs with little booties. I love them so much.
All right,
Mm.
back on topic. You guys are met by them. Trillaris, the head of the council, astral elf, speaks up to you, and she's like, good to see you're all back in one piece, and good to hear about the mission report. I spoke with the commander, and it seems that you guys had a very successful mission. Now the next trick is to spend the time we got access to their system and abuse that. Get it into many infected systems as possible. Try to send as many errors through it all as possible. Try to make sure they cannot find, break, or alter what we have, and make sure it is impossible for them to stop our goal.
that's not a fish. What the fuck?
And B just like that's out of her. That's out of my capabilities.
She's like, Trillaris just continues, don't worry, we have some of our wiser team members working on that. They already have access to the entire ships you guys left, and they seem to have access to some of Hone's main facilities as well. This virus we have is very very covert in its nature, allowing it to spread rapidly, as it is not doing anything except for altering program files that are already alterable. It is hiding its programming as the language that they use, meaning that it will be very hard to detect.
Delete their system 32.
That is the goal.
All
So yeah, she's like, but as far as steps forward go, Chasath explained to us that you guys were discovered, but discovered far before you escaped, most likely. They probably are going on red alert already. They might even wipe the systems that they have on the main ship. Luckily, we are already on those places in Hone, like I was telling you about, so we should not have any issues. Is this a threat? Are you threatening me with the cucumber?
She's gonna put it up your
That's
butt.
a cucumber?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna leave and come back.
About 11 inches.
Why'd you leave?
She can't see.
But Elliot?
That's about 11
Elliot,
inches.
what is that?
It's
Is it?
milk.
For me,
Shit,
not for
alright.
you.
It's milk,
I
Kayla.
want to know what mine is
Can you
now.
grab my measuring thing? Or not, it's about 10 inches. I said 11.
Did Kaylin hear me?
I don't think she did.
She was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "It was milk."
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. That makes
But
sense.
whenever you
I'm
have
sitting
someone
around-
like Kaylin, it's 5.
Yeah, I'm sitting at 8.5 there.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just
10
When you
inches.
said 11, I was like, holy shit.
No, the cucumber's a little bit bigger than this
yeah,
stretch.
big ass hands.
Yeah, like if I'm this far back, we're about the same dimension. No, you gotta stay. You gotta like. We're the same size, and there's about like a foot of distance.
How
But
do
yeah,
I manage to get mine on your screen?
So yeah, you guys take your time. You discuss plans with them. She basically just explains. So we must just wait for their operations to launch. But until then, I think we would like to apply pressure to them to make them need this project sooner. Essentially, we know of a couple of secure locations on Hone that allow for testing facilities, weapons facilities, and things like that. We would like to learn as much as we can about it to see if we can find other projects and try to push them into launching their trap card, per se. The biggest thing we want to do...
I unleashed my trap
You
card.
just triggered my trap card.
This is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes.
You guys... she's like, we do know of one underground facility that is actually used by Hone as a some sort of highly secret lab. It seems to be their top secret lab. It is under the capital itself. I was
God.
informed by Chusoth that you guys encountered something that you called a changeling, a creature that can change its form, and it actually took the place as Kaisia, rather than having
Yeah.
a true Kaisia there.
I have Chicky Alfredo.
Oh, Trillerus just goes, okay, no. But yeah,
Think
Sitting
B
there
would
with
like
the jam.
chicken Alfredo.
B would
Yes.
love chicken Alfredo.
I love chicken Alfredo.
I
Yeah,
love chicken Alfredo.
a good homemade chicken Alfredo is really nice.
I want to make chicken Alfredo.
It's really easy. You can probably make your own pasta and sauce very quickly. But yeah, nope. Stop. You guys explain that you have a friend that is a changeling, most likely, and like you know that they escaped from it, but there seems to be multiple. You saw some gray people at the place. They might be changelings. They might just be weird. You're not 100% sure.
Wait, who's...
Hmm?
Changelings aren't weird.
We're speaking to
You're-
an actual
you're-
cricket right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Look, just look at the braille.
You're cutting out. What'd you even say?
Am I coming through again?
Yes.
Okay, so I was like, "Oh, who says changelings aren't weird?" And then Kyle said, "Yeah, just take a look at a braille."
Brill's pretty weird.
A braille's really weird.
Yeah.
A brill's a brill.
Braille was
Brill's
a
a
pain
braille.
in my
Good.
neck. Admit it. He was probably one of the most bitchy ones to DM for. I was like, "Stop controlling my battlefield."
I like chaos. But yeah, you guys explained that to them, and they're like, "This is very interesting. We have not seen this, but it does explain quite a lot of issues we encountered over time. Mainly being that those who said they have killed Kaisir, and those of our own that have said they've seen assassination attempts and fatal woundings, and nothing came of it. It explains that those were not Kaisir. Those were either
Right.
changelings, or Kaisir has some other protection on his life as well. Now,
I don't doubt it.
when they died, you said you saw a form of smoke engulf them, or clouds of sorts engulf them. Do you have any idea of what that is? Is that something your friend would know about, your changeling friend?
I mean, oh, B wouldn't know this. Never mind. That's metagaming. B
Yeah.
wouldn't know that.
Nada.
Oh, actually, I don't think anyone here but Tex would really know anything about that.
Well,
Tech-
with
I thought it was
the-
Kulana.
Well,
Kulana
Kulana
with the red-
would, but you were there when were you there? No, were you Tex
It
when
was,
they
it was
killed?
my other character.
Was it Doll at that
that was
point?
in Ball.
Yeah.
There was someone else that had it too, that you saw later on. I forget who it was, but no,
Yeah, it was
Kulana
the
you
Red
would
Skull-
know
It was the Red Skull's like leader.
about the who?
The Requiem Skulls. The
Oh,
leader.
yeah,
the
yeah,
biggest
yeah.
brother.
The red
Yeah,
executioner.
Kulana was there.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Kulana,
Yeah.
you would know. You'd explain to them that like this is something you've seen, and it's been related to people who either knew Kaisir or had some form
And
of
we killed them.
some form of connection to Kaisir, it would seem. But you don't know. You don't think it's Kaisir that's doing it. Oddly enough.
They were just
Guys,
assassins. For hire.
Yes, but they were hired by Kaisir.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. You also knew they all had some form of power, some sort of weird power. So you don't know what that's about either. So yeah, you guys, you tell them that, and they're like, this is something we'll have to definitely look more into. It does explain a lot of information, and we are definitely going to play some form of propaganda war. We're going to send in some of our scouts, to sort of leak this information per se across Hone. See if this can get spread around enough to cause issues, cause some fires to start spreading, and cause some doubt to begin. Is there any other information that you find prudent in this situation?
I don't know what that word means.
Important or topical? Relevant.
Oh, I'm gonna bring up the fucking the weird robo guys that they were trying to make.
Oh, the
Oh,
Squarepants
the
one.
no, you're talking about the lab in the middle of that ship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you
talk about
say
that.
specifically? Do you keep any information hidden?
No, I say everything that
okay.
I know.
Yeah. She just continues. She's like, that is one we've not seen much about. Did you get any visuals of what was in there or what came out?
No, I just know that there was something weird and not right going on.
Hmm.
I know Copelia knows more than I do.
Yeah, I don't
least
know
I
what
think.
did how much did Copelia reveal last time?
I don't know.
Not much as
I don't
far as
think
I'm
she
aware.
did
I
Okay.
thought she didn't.
350.
Copelia just says, what is?
This is Theodore, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Hello, Theodore.
I forget what she knows because I know everything.
Do you?
Of what went on back there. I don't know what she knows though, so I'm not going to say anything yet because I don't want to give extra information away.
Okay.
But I will whenever she gets back. If she's able to join us today, I will have her explain what she believes she knows.
Okay.
But yeah, you explained that away, and then she's like, "This is something we'll keep an eye out for, but we have not seen much of that in our battlefields, so I'm not too terribly worried about that. I think that might just be a more advanced creation for some other weird soldiers.
Whatever it is, I don't like the look of it.
That is very fair, and we will definitely keep an eye out because it could become some form of super soldier program. They've already tried that by engineering, and this could be just engineering genetically modified humans or any race for that matter, and then attaching lasers or different metallic parts to make them enhanced. It could be something that simple. It could be something more crazy, something more sinister, but until we see effects of it or results of it, we do not have much to go on. So she continues, you guys have been, your team has been an immense help to help us in this matter. We do have pay for you. You see one of the guards they have walks up with like basically a small chest, and they open it up, and there are 100 platinum pieces. So a big payday for you guys. And she's like, please take these for your troubles. It has been a great help for what you have accomplished. We might reach out to you once again once we know their next move. If you guys do wish to help us with anything else, we do have a planned attack to locate information on that lab, figure stuff out, and we will need some assistance in accomplishing that, most likely.
Why don't we just take the city and push it somewhere else?
All right, Patrick.
It worked though, didn't it?
No, it didn't actually.
It dropped on them, right?
Yeah, it actually miserably failed.
Yeah.
I remember the clip of like them all like celebrating, and I didn't remember the part of the giant worm falling on the ball.
Yeah.
All right.
So, would you
Um,
guys like to plan out your next adventure, or will you go back to your main base?
Isa is definitely down to fight Owen more.
I don't know if we have a next adventure.
Your next adventure is going. They're offering that if you would like to help them, they'll pay you to basically attack home with them.
Oh, I want to do some political unrest stuff.
Oh well, B's ready to fuck shit up.
So yeah,
That
if you guys
sounds
want to do that, Trillerus goes,
Yeah.
great. We need some time to plan. We need some time to get our information together and start this process. You will have probably about 3 weeks. We will continue we will keep a tight monitoring on the production of the Dyson Sphere as we now have access to their systems and their internal communication that we can see the exact time and frame of everything. we will let you know if it becomes too fast that we need assistance. And once we have it, I think the next plan, the next step of this process is going to be sending you to Hone to work with maybe some resistances or people on Hone to cause an uprising, attack their main facility, their lab in the capital, and see if you can find the true Kaisir. See if that's even possible. If we can apply that pressure, we might be able to make him act aggressively, or take some course of action that he typically would not, and allow us to destroy the Dyson Sphere, putting them back centuries, probably. Hey, Mike. How you doing?
Tim
Snake.
is invisible.
Tim is gone. There's a snaky. Hello.
Sorry, I'm here.
Is
You're
it
fine.
Maze?
Yes, it is. He's coming to say hello.
Tell them that we're thinking
I love Maze.
Kalen's thinking about getting a bigger tank for Maze because he's grown up past the tank he has now, and so we might get a either another snake or a bearded dragon.
Ooh.
I'm
love
on team
bearded
bearded
dragons.
dragon.
Hello, I might.
I
get
love
one.
bearded dragons.
Yeah.
They're
So
dumb
I
you
as
had a
hell.
bearded dragon. They're
I would do
amazing.
it. Yeah, because
They're
I
dumb
would
and I love
rather,
them.
because the issue if we get another snake, she wants to get a bigger one, meaning we'd have to get another tank after that. So it's like,
Well,
Yeah.
Well, Python.
aren't they big?
I guess they do get pretty.
Yeah. So we should just get something that doesn't grow out of that tank, which is
You should
which
get a
lizard.
python.
But yeah, so you guys are basically let off. You'll have about 3 weeks notice, or if you take too long, I'll just rush it. And you guys have time to do whatever you need to. Would you like to go back to your secret base and see what's going on there?
Sure.
That's the one with Haas, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I want to see. I want
Alright.
to know what's going on with them. So yeah.
All right. So yeah, you guys
Well, it's
begin
been a
your
bit
trip
since we've
back.
been there.
You take a main drag that is a little bit faster, so it only takes about 5 days. A little bit faster.
Just a little
And
bit.
you guys land back on there. Getting close, you do notice. Last time you were here, you know that Hunter, the owner
Oh
of
yeah.
Right.
the owner of Dragon,
no.
or the keeper of Dragon, however you would like to think about it.
Previous.
Yeah,
That guy.
was there and spotted you guys, left you an ominous note, but seem to have moved on to other locations. From that though, you do know he's sniffing the little creature. You guys do know that you've not seen him since. Once you land back on the place, Haas is actually on the main side with Dragon, and I think Ace and Finatorath would actually all be there. Kulana's dad and
That's
well,
not good.
yeah, what's your grandfather's name again? Or your
Oh my God,
yeah.
father, Gerald.
Geralt are not. They seem to be back in town, just dealing with their own stuff now. But Haas continues. He sees you guys. Oh, welcome back. I begin to think you guys went missing. I'm glad to see you are all okay.
B just melts onto the ground. It's like sweet earth.
He's like, yes, quite indeed.
Misses
Uh,
the earth after being in space for probably like 3 weeks.
Haas just goes, so what happened? What is everything okay? Are you guys? I see you're alive, but did you have a successful mission?
Say that.
Relatively.
Yeah, define successful.
Your goal was accomplished.
Yes.
We did our goal, but we pissed some people off.
Well, that's not atypical for us, so I'm not too surprised.
You remember? And we also killed what? Oh, God, that was just about to start. I was like, wait. Dee doesn't know the word changeling like very well. She didn't know that a Dalhai specifically was changing, so I was gonna say we killed a white pig.
If you say, do you say that?
No, I'm like trying to think of the best way to describe a Dalhai. She was like, she was disguised as Kaisir. That's his
Oh,
name.
yeah.
Oh,
Haas knows.
bitch.
Haas knows what a changeling is because Haas works with Nick. So Haas is like, oh, a
Well,
changeling, a changeling.
Describe a Dalhai.
Oh,
So, like,
when you say that, he's like,
I'm
Adele High.
changing.
Yeah, I killed her.
she was a changeling.
Apparently.
That is quite interesting. He is getting aggro, Kalen.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not in trouble, am I?
He's like, no. But what it means is I worked closely with the Delhi back on Hone for this, for the discovery of the first base of operations. It's just interesting to know that she was not who I thought she was. That brings up the question: if she was, how many of them are there? Do you know how many more there are?
No.
No, but we do know that there are definitely more.
Oh man, was I even working with Adele High for most of the time, or was it someone else pretending to be her? This brings up
I don't
several
know.
questions.
I don't even know if Kaisir exists at this point.
Sounds like a nerd.
When you say that, his eyes like widen. He's like, "You are very correct. What if they're just a council? What if there's just people who take that name up?"
Oh.
You're asking the existential questions now.
I mean,
No.
he is supposed to be older than he's supposed to be. Is that how they do it? Rather than the regular super expensive potions and the treatments from witch doctors?
Well, we were also told that there have been multiple like assassination attempts on him, and some seeming
We're
successful, yet he comes back. So we are thinking that maybe those assassination attempts were the wrong person.
Or if Kaisir
Could one have
even
been
is
the right person? And
Maybe.
that's so. This throws a whole wrench into the idea of Kaisir and what Hone is.
Yeah,
How many
What
are
if-
there?
I don't know.
what if I s- Willow, do not drink the monster, please. I do not need that.
It's you're like twisting it.
But B
Oh,
is
that's
like,
Corey.
well, Laia and Kaiser seem inadvertently
One
linked,
second.
but what?
My coworker's here and dropping off sandwiches.
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 Sandwich. I want a sandwich. What?
Look at all you with the
Hi, Corey. Oh, I see.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
I am live, so be careful. 1 second. I bought sandwiches for an event. Man, that's a lot of sandwiches. And it's
bar.
nice. 1 second. I'm gonna put this on my table.
Just Elliot. Okay, just Elliot and I got it.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Did you want to still visit Rockside?
Huh?
All right. Sorry about that.
I can't hear you.
I am back.
Uh,
What were you saying, B?
Anyway, B, and she's like, well, Lair and Kaisir we know are inadvertently linked, but now if there's a suggestion that is Kaisir even a person and maybe just a group of people, like, maybe Lair is the leader of all this, or what if they're all Lair? Like, changelings. Willow, stop!
So, Haas continues, well, I've been speaking with Ace
Fawny.
a little bit. Not Fawny, but Ace. I believe Kaisir was a person, and Kaisir, but be it a group or a individual, was the originator of the changelings, but Lair and Kaisir definitely have a coalition or an alliance, or Kaisir is his underling, and they are definitely, if Lair gives an order, Kaisir will order the changelings to do that, or the changelings themselves will order the group to do that.
Eyes and ears, which neither of which I have, in the material plane.
Yes, that brings up many a question of the status of what everything is.
Just glass hone at this point. Nothing good.
If we had a weapon strong enough, I would be in favor of it.
Get all the innocents off first, like Underground Railroad them off. I don't know what that term means, but
Anachronisms galore.
All right.
Underground Railroad didn't really exist in, your world, didn't it?
Well, there's probably
As I
something
said-
like it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, so you guys have all that information now. Haas continues. He's like, I have not heard any more updates from Hunter at all. We have not seen any ships or travel around here.
Be like who?
Kulana's father did say that there was someone looking for Kulana and them, or described their team and their group, but he did not give any information out, and it seems he left for another location and has not come back since.
Is Dragon with
Dragon is in the room with you.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask if she's with fuck, what was her name? The other dragon.
Fenatorath.
Okay, I almost said Zelda box. I'm like, wait, wrong dragon.
Nope. No, they're Thanatoreth and Dragon are both in this space. Yeah. So, that's all about all you know with that scenario though for now. Anything you guys would like to do particularly, or are you gonna move on to the next step?
I think I'm good for now. Like, I can't think of anything I'd want to do.
Sure
Take
thing.
a full rest, like maybe a rest day, please, just to relax.
Sure, yeah. You guys did have 5 days coming here that you got full long rests and things like that. If you would like to go out to the tavern and get like drinks and food, that is definitely available.
I want to like
got paid
experiment
up.
with my fancy new eye.
Yes, your fancy new eye. I mean, do you kind of want to just? I guess you can. Let's say you can kind of just attune with it. Basically, you spend a couple hours just like walking around, messing with it. You realize that you do have like a telescopic eye, basically. That as long as you like think, it's weird because typically this eye was designed for robots that are automated, not a living creature. So for you, it's like you have to basically give yourself a command to activate the eye, and like basically inject your own code to your eye. And doing that, you can zoom in up to 3 times zoom, meaning you have advantage on perception checks that are only visual, and aren't like obscured or anything like that.
Yeah,
that is
I
available.
remember this.
The other thing you have, I didn't actually write down what the final idea was with it, but I'm going to. I want to give something more fancy with it, too.
Detect magic.
I mean, honestly, that could be interesting if you had at will detect magic once a day.
I do, but it's not once
Oh.
a day. It's just at will.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
then
it's like
yeah, that wouldn't help. Do
identify once a day.
you have that?
No. Like, I don't know if Elliot has identify.
I know that's what I'm saying.
I
Do-
do.
You
I
have
do.
identify
I
as
have
well?
it as one of my invocations.
Yeah, okay, so I guess there's not much we can give you. But you do have that advantage on all perception checks that are just visual.
What if? Hear me out. Once per day, Tex could activate like a thermal vision, and then he can see invisible creatures.
That's what I was thinking for thermal vision, but the issue is when will that ever be useful?
Turn up.
Because invisible creatures are, I guess dark vision. Do you have dark vision, Tex?
No, I do
Then you
not.
get dark vision. We'll go with that. Keep it simple.
There we go.
Cool, but only in one eye.
Yes, exactly. So you do lose depth.
Just turn the other eye off.
No, that's
For like,
So yeah.
Elliot,
Um.
Tex is also
Yeah.
all depth
So
perception.
make sure to take notes of that. You can get advantage on perception checks that are only visual, and you have dark vision now. So
Okay.
ominously standing in the corner. Yeah, but from there, you guys have basically a day. Who's all gonna go to the tavern?
B
I'll
is.
go.
B's going. Tex is going.
I'll accompany B.
Where did Tim go?
No.
Tim, can you hear me? I was.
He's
Where?
going to the bar. Not a bar.
Are you gonna go to the tavern with the party?
yes, I will go to the tavern.
Okay. So yeah, your little group goes. I imagine Haas joins you. Dragon and Fenatorath do not like going down there very often because they feel like the hunters want to hunt them. So they'll stay back.
Like, dude, you're the one who's been helping me. I don't know.
But from there, you guys
This
head
is
down.
monster-
Hmm?
When you said that they don't want to go down there because of the monsters, you know, like the hunters hunting them, and Kyle's like, yeah, they got all those good monster bits.
Yeah, man. You gotta get the tail of a dragon. Kind of carve off the horn, stuff like that. You know?
Dragon's blood.
Yeah,
dragon
seriously.
Scales.
Yeah, but you guys basically, I mean, honestly, if you skinned dragon, you could probably make a really nice piece of armor.
Oh.
It's the right size.
That's
Crush it! Shut up, Kyle!
Did Kyle just say he's got a point?
Kyle said it's something to consider.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys go down there. You find the tavern you stayed at before. It is a very like quaint little place. It has a nice first level bar with a
Wonder
kitchen and a little
if that
restaurant.
Goliath is still there that Kalen was interested in.
He would not be out right now, I don't think. You guys are pretty early morning. I also entirely forget that character.
Me too. I just
probably-
remembered that he was
I
there.
probably have it in notes somewhere.
If that cup.
Yeah, no, I do not have it saved currently, as far as I can tell. From there though, yeah, you guys sit down. The barmaid speaks. She's like, "What can I get you today?" Are we out for lunch? Are we having drinks? What's going on?
Is there a menu?
She's like, yes. Here's the menu. Yeah, they're probably menus on the table. But she's like, yeah, they're right there. There is a simple roast, a roast of lamb. There is a beef stew, some simple eggs, and like garlic bread. There is like a host of drinks between wines, whiskeys, beers.
B wants the beef stew.
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
The beef stew, and she also wants a thing of whiskey.
We bought them. Yeah, it's for a fundraiser. I paid for it.
How do you have a lightsaber?
His kids going to school. Sorry, say that last part again.
And a thing of whiskey.
And a whiskey, okay. Are you doing... she looks at you. She looks you up and down like quite small. Do you want a half pint?
That a short joke? Fuck you.
No, it's you're small. You'll get drunk. Do you want a half pint?
That was Kyle, not me.
I know.
But I'll be okay. Thank you though.
Full pint? Okay. She was like, I'll write it down. She looks over at the other team. She looks over at Tex and like makes a face.
I'm just here with
Just like,
them. I'm not
yes.
here for anything.
That's what I expected, but just to make sure. She looks over at you, Kulana. She's like, what can I get you? There's a lamb roast.
Cider.
Okay, do you want anything to eat?
Wait, do they have-
They have like roasted lamb, beef stew. You want roasted lamb? Yeah, beef stew or a cider with a roasted lamb. She's like, a nice pairing. I'll have that out for you. She goes over to Haas. She's like, what can I have for you? Haas just orders an egg and garlic bread. Over easy, of course. And he gets a water.
Water.
Yeah. She's like, nice, simple breakfast. I'll have that out in just a minute. It might take a couple minutes. We're just starting our ovens and such, so give me some time. You guys are sitting down at the bar. Haas kind of just asks you guys about your adventures, what's happened, what the plans are next. How much do you tell him all you want, or are you keeping things out of the public eye? Are you trying to whisper stuff, things like that?
I think we should keep things on the down low for now.
Okay.
So I'm not saying we shouldn't.
You
but we should,
discussed
like,
there
keep
is
it
a plan. You guys are doing stuff, but you do not want to say it in public.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haas is like, I understand. When we get back to our base camp, we can go into the other side and discuss more closely.
Yeah.
I'll be as concerned if like one of us could be replaced by changeling. You know, like doppelganger roles. I'm very sorry if that gave Kaden an idea for all of us.
No, they stand. They're canned. You put them on the shelf. There is one changeling among you. I can tell you that much.
Among
Well,
us.
Yeah, it's Nick.
We haven't heard from Ace in like ages.
Huh?
We haven't heard from Ace in ages. Or,
Yeah,
like,
he's
Nick either.
busy.
Well, being in a different time also doesn't help.
Yeah, he's several hours earlier and has a full-time job. So he's kind of like right in prime working hours.
That's what you get for living in California.
Yeah. We end at 6 o'clock for him, I believe, and start at 4.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah. So you guys basically take your time, just have a little chat. They bring out this food. the food in total costs like 4 gold for everyone. So if each you three mark down a gold, Haas will also mark down a gold.
This expired.
It's boxed juice. It does not expire.
It expired in February.
Did it? Let me see. Yeah, it did. It'll be fine. I doubt it's bad.
If I throw up.
We have a toilet. I'll hold your hair for you. Yeah, so you guys do that. You eat up. It's a very refreshing meal. Tastes very nice, very satisfying.
The entire bowl into her torso.
The tavern, the barkeeper, the lady, she's like, we like to keep our plates here, our bowls here, if you mind.
Okay, so then she turns the bowl upside down inside of her and then just pulls
She's like, she like pulls out a rag off her side, picks it up. She's like, thank you, and takes it in the back.
Do I need to supervise?
gives her a thumbs up.
I don't know. B has. Oh, here's Tim.
Welcome
Tim!
back.
Then she drinks her whiskey.
Do you
Hey,
join?
sorry.
Have you joined? Would you have joined people for a bar trip?
Absolutely, I would have.
Okay, they have food options of like beef stew, leg of lamb.
Oh, in game. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No land?
No, yeah, we were all gonna go to a bar when we all live miles and miles away from each other right now.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Did you
they
just?
they have leg of lamb, beef stew, eggs and garlic bread. It was in front of you. It was right
Okay.
in front of your camera. What that thing that flew by?
Did you see
Throw
it?
the bad
Did you see it?
I left for 2 weeks and it's still here. No way. All right. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. And so beef stew, leg of lamb. They have like eggs, sausage, garlic bread, stuff like that, and a list of alcohol between ales, whiskeys, wines, things like that. Anything
Alright.
you piques your interest?
I'll take that lamb and that ale.
Sure. It's gonna be about 1 gold in total for everything.
Mhm.
And from there, you have it served to you guys. You all eat it up. It's very, very fine. It's a little rustic living. It's like very lightly seasoned. The meat itself is very succulent. But it's satisfying. It fills you up very nice and well. The team was kind of discussing what happened, but not giving any details. Just letting Haas know that things are continuing and saying that you'll discuss more plans whenever you get back to Lasarth instead of Strogoff.
Stroganoff.
You doing what to those? You doing what?
What?
You're doing what
yeah.
to the cows?
Are you
Ew.
stroking?
You telling me a shrimp fry?
Are you?
Tell me a shrimp fried this rice?
Read this man.
Apartment complex? I find it quite simple.
No, there's something on it.
Always up.
Like,
That's
stop.
okay.
I think
I
it's
She's
think
like
I'm
a-
gonna
yeah,
get
she's a piece of
scared
paint.
'cause Alex looked at me in a way that thinks I might die.
All right. So yeah, you guys, after a while of little eating, is there anything you'd like to do in town while you're here? There are little shops and things like that if you need to look for anything. Not much in the way of magic. Lots in the way of like food, fruits, vegetables, like clothing, supplies, basic hunter gear and traveler stuff.
I think I'm all right.
not getting that.
Beat need a little sweater.
If you'd like to find a little sweater, you can. There's definitely a shop that sells kids clothing. That would fit your size. If you go in there, there's probably almost a grandma human that's like, "Oh, hello, small one. What can I get you?"
A sweater.
She's like, "Oh, of course, dearie. I have a sweater. It's not very much in the season, but I always keep some around for those who need it coming up."
It's sweater weather any day.
That's false.
Yes.
You're on. You know.
That was nodding.
It's very humid on this planet, so there is definitely a time period where it snows and things like that, but most of the fall, summer, and spring is very humid and gross and hot.
Well, there's thinner sweaters.
But that's not what they'd have here. But yeah, so this isn't a fashion choice. This is like, I need a sweater. I'm gonna go get one. Yeah, she's like, yes, I have it over here. She kind of shows you, shuffles about to a corner. There are like sweaters for everyone, for like most sizes up to large, like a large creature. So for the Goliaths that need them. And they're all seem to be like a sort of softer wool that seems to be hand knitted by her. And she's like, I have a selection here. I have some down here that might fit you. These options down here are probably the best. They are like simple sweaters with muted colors, so like pastel almost.
It's just
There's a pink with a sort of a white stripe down the center side, like straight across. There's a green one that has probably just like a darker green bands around the neck and the bottom, and there's one that's just solid red.
B is interested in the pink one, but she also asked, is there a way, so you know, like windbreaker material,
Yeah.
if that could be put along the inside of the sweater so B doesn't goop it all up.
She's like, well, now that you mention it, I could see that becoming an issue. She's like, I think I have poncho material in the back. Sure. Let me go see what I have. And she takes the little sweater and goes to the back area. And she's like, oh, well, yes, dearie. I actually have a synthetic material back here that's designed to prevent rainwater. It's used typically on the outside of a softer coat, but I could definitely flip it on the inside.
That would be nice.
She's like, yes, give me a couple minutes. I'm going to go to the back, cut this up, and sew it together. So she kind of shuffles to the back room. You hear like a kind of a clattering of metal and then like scissors cutting.
While that's
yeah.
happening, while she's in the back, B wants to take the... So she takes a little bit of money out of her bag. I'm not doing anything bad.
Okay, I'm about to say, B's about to
I
steal
heard
something.
take and I went,
I was about to
really?
say, B, don't be evil.
Do I notice if B?
No, you did not go with B.
One of her platinum coins that she got, and she's going to like thank you, and then like hide it, like in kind of in sight on the register, but like not into like.
Yeah,
the point-
you see,
what it-
there is one of those bells you ring for service. You lift it up and set it under there, so it's noticeably wobbly when you touch it, but just looking at it, it doesn't look off.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Thank you for this sweater" or whatever, and then she just hides it under there.
Sure thing. Yeah, you kind of walk around. You see this shop has more than just sweaters. There are like homemade jewelry pieces that are like beaded together, some nicer accent pieces that seem to be like basically taken from older jewelry, restored and then reused because it was damaged or missing pieces and things like that. There are just some shirts, some pants and things like that, but it's all definitely handcrafted. There are even some like hats, little berets, beanies, things like that. And after about like 20 to 30 minutes, the granny comes back out. She's like, well, I've never done anything like this before, but I tried my best. So she kind of walks over, sets it on the counter. You can see how she did it. She basically made a second sweater that sits on the inside. The wool is thick and a little bit see-through, like little holes that you can kind of see into the next layer that are covered up with, it has like a white outside, so it doesn't actually mismatch too much. But the inside has like this more bluer material.
Oh, that looks really pretty.
So you put it on, it covers you. The only thing that really gets there is the edge of the like the edges of the sweater kind of overhang a little bit so it doesn't stick out too weird.
Okay.
So that can cause issues, but you can probably maintain that. And she's like, that one there would be 5 silver.
I think B only literally has gold on her. Let me see.
5 silver is 10 or 10 gold, or 1 gold is 10 silver, right? Or is it 100?
I think it's 1 gold is 10 silver. Yeah, B
Yeah.
only has gold.
Yeah.
She's
If you ask to break a gold, she's like, oh, of course, dearie. She taps her little machine, puts your little gold piece in there, and gives you 5 silver back.
Cannon!
What?
Discord's been secret. I don't want her to break the gold.
Oh, you just tell her to keep it?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, thank you, darling. You're such a treat.
A tree.
Such a treat. She probably tastes like dog poo, though.
Why are
Not
you tasting
literally.
old women?
What?
I know I'm talking
Oh,
about
B. That's fair.
B
Why are you
like-
tasting B?
Because she
I mean-
looks
Well,
tasty,
B's
but
B's
probably
a
tastes
jelly bean,
bad.
so
She probably
She's
tastes
literally,
like the outside layer of a jelly
why?
bean.
At this point, she tastes like a Jello shot.
Stop.
Yeah, enough alcohol in her.
Alright, and then Sophie puts Slitter on, waves goodbye,
Don't do
and
it.
then thanks
Stop.
and leave.
All right, yeah, you take your step out.
And I try to make it that if she notices the money that I left under her bell, I'm like gone.
Let me see how perceptive this old woman with thick glasses is.
I thought you were about to say something else.
She rolled a 2.
With that.
That's probably a -2 after everything.
Is she gonna find it at all?
Maybe not today. But yeah, you take it back. You're in this cute little pink sweater, and you start walking back to the team. You join the crowd back up. Are you guys heading back to the camp to go to Lasarth to discuss what happened, or is there anything else you'd all like to do?
Mm.
I'm good for the camp.
What the fuck was that?
Excuse me?
My
Stop
my
pissing.
my camera
Ew.
my video feed is broken on my end, so I just see like Caden's face is stuck. Why do you sneeze like an old man?
So yeah, you guys head back to the area, and you see that you load up onto the platform. Chisoth is no longer with you, so it is just you and your little party at the Lasarth area. Haas loads you all up, kind of teleports you through. Dragon and Venatoreth come back to the other side, and you all get to the other area. You discuss the plans of what's going on, what's happening. Haas is like, wow, so this was a lot more than I anticipated. I thought this was going to be a lot smaller of a project. He's like, well, if it is necessary, I might be able to reactivate a one-way portal to Hone.
I might be
The
able
only
to
issue
move.
is I don't know how it would work. I'm not able to bring anything back, so the chances of it succeeding could be quite low as well. I've been able to send bananas somewhere. I don't know where they end up.
These pregnant women. One of them is my high school friend.
So it could become a fruit smoothie on the other side, or it could be that they're all going to the exact same place and we're confusing a lot of rats.
These are a fruit smoothie.
Win-win.
B is a fruit smoothie.
B is a fruit smoothie with alcohol in it.
That, or we could just have a rendezvous point for materials. That might be a more useful scenario for that.
I mean, do we have like a time restriction on this?
No, but it would be very helpful. It does take, to get from here to Hone is about a 7-day travel. Having an ability to send a message across interdimensional, or across planes, or just across the universe, and then instantly receive weapons, equipment, monetary items might be useful.
I'm down to risk it.
Risk it for the biscuit.
You guys would like
Risk
to
it for the
teleport through it?
biscuit.
Well, you do know you don't know what the plan is yet, so you do want to speak with the council before you do anything,
The council will check your vibe.
because they don't know about this. So if you guys just teleport to Hone, they're like, "How'd you get there? What?"
The
Oh, you know.
vibes.
The vibes.
The vibe.
You didn't check them?
The House of Vibes.
Question: we don't have to wait back. If
No,
we do
not
that.
through that. You would leave your ship behind. You'd have to rely on the council to get you in and out from there.
Exactly.
Mm,
We should just tell them home without our shit. We're just gonna need a way out. Please don't have a hairball blow up.
Yeah, so you just if you could get to Hone, or you could send materials to the wherever it's sending it. You do not know if it is the teleporter, if it's sending them all in a way that would mess your body up, give you any long-lasting effects, or if it's sending it to the right place at all. Those are all mysteries that you cannot solve until you're on Hone. But if it did work, you could send yourself there and get picked up by the council later on.
If only B could mitosis.
I mean, you can, but that's basically how you reproduce, except that one of you dies.
That's true.
That's not mitosis.
No,
Inefficient.
yeah,
One
it
of them
splits off to
dies.
2 clones, but one of them is takes all the bad stuff with it.
Yeah, sure.
Isn't that called something else though?
Mm.
They're exactly the same. That's how my works.
Yeah, pretty much exactly the
Okay.
same, but one takes all the bad corrupted cells, and one takes the new one. It's basically a big ball of cancer, and then one normal thing.
That's meiosis.
Mitosis is creating an exact copy of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
meiosis just stuff up.
Sure, one of those things.
That's how sperm is made.
Yes, it is.
You would know.
I went to school. Mitochondria. powerhouse
You
of
went to
cells, bitch.
school for semen? Weirdo.
Some people do.
It's fair.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, you guys spend that time doing that. Do you want to send any messages to anyone? Do you have any communications you need to send in and out?
We should probably set up a rendezvous because I'm not.
Comfortable teleporting.
Okay.
B's
I am
already a.
over. B's already in Snooky.
So she should be fine with it.
No.
Well, yeah, but you know that if you're like if it basically this teleporter is not fully functional properly anymore. So if it was to send a banana, it might send the banana and it looks like a banana, but it's been completely rearranged in such a way that if your brain did it, you'd die. That's the only issue.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not comfortable with it.
Yeah. Haas has
Yeah.
no way to test this though because there's no one on Hone that can help him with this. To confirm that
Sorry.
it's working, to confirm things are doing the right way.
We should
I
find a
found
way
the word
What is it?
mitoic catastrophe.
Oh. That's what you are, B. You're in my Toa catastrophe.
That's rude.
How dare you insult my people? You said you carrot catastrophe?
I'm a pan
Pan catastrophe.
Yeah. So yeah. You guys basically have the rest of the day. Is there anything particular you'd like to do? Any goals you guys have in mind?
Mm.
Mm, Can is there anyone? You said there was like clothing and all that. But is
Yeah.
there anyone with weapons per se?
Yeah, there's definitely a weaponsmith. It's very basic, except for like there's like so let's just say you go over there. There is a half orc working the forge. He's a big
Mhm.
burly guy. He's like hammering away, and you see he has basic weapons, daggers, tools, and equipment like horseshoes or not horseshoes, but things that go on animals' feet to help them stay healthy. And you do see that there are like oddities and like crafted items that are more just like showing off his skills, and he does seem fairly capable with what he's doing. He's
Alright.
sort of hammering away right now, making a it seems to be like a hinge. He's making a hinge for some sort of wagon, it looks like, by its size, or some sort of heavy piece of equipment. And he's just hammering away.
So probably not what I'm looking for.
What are
I'm
you
looking
looking
for like a gunsmith more.
They would not have a gunsmith, but this guy does have some fine working skills. Are you looking to make a barrel or like an entire gun?
I'm looking to get a new one.
Yeah, he would not have the capabilities to make anything other than
Yeah.
like black powder gun.
That's what I was assuming. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you're looking for someone more technologically advanced,
Yeah.
machining rather than blacksmith. So yeah, you did not have what you need.
Ah, why?
Yeah.
Why did you
Anyone
punch
else
the
have
boy?
any little things they're aiming for,
My
trying to get?
baby.
I can't think of anything that Tex needs.
I'm good.
Sure thing. So yeah, you guys basically have a full night of rest to yourself. You do go back to Lasarth, and while you're over there, you do get stopped by Fawny, who just says, "Hello, how's it going? How are you? Things are happening. Cool."
Hello.
Hello. I don't
This is
think
awkward. One sec.
Tex. What was the last thing you and the other Laszlo or whatever we called her talk about? Did you give any homework to her?
I don't remember. It's been a while, so I don't really remember.
It's Laszlo Zemp. Yeah, I don't believe you left anything. I know you were trying to look for the creator who made you. And you
Yeah,
did
that's
find
what I
stuff
remember.
that like insinuated she's still out there working, but you do not know of anything that is exact. You do not know
Yeah.
any exact location. All right. Well, you guys do get a long rest. I know nothing really happens, so you guys are perfectly fine. You get a nice long rest though in your own space that is very safe. You did notice that the main entryway into here from the like you have the long corridor that you used to use a submersible to get into the big room where you fought a skeleton minotaur, and then this workshop area and stuff like that. The door to the submersible area is entirely blocked off, and it's like locked down pretty tightly, large metal or large stone bar blocking it closed basically. So the only way in would be either someone becoming extremely small, the size of like a fruit fly and squeezing through, or a gaseous form. And it would be very unlikely for someone to find it, so you know it's pretty safe. So you guys take a nice long rest, fully by yourself and quiet. In the morning, you guys are basically you're starting to help Haas with basically setting up the camp, making sure things are going well, getting some projects together. And you notice something. Tim, are you around?
I don't like
I'm
that you say
square.
you know. There's something wrong with Haas.
Is something wrong with Haas? Okay, Tim's here. There you go.
Sorry, I'm
headphones.
here.
I just wanted to make sure you had your
Yes.
wireless headphones on.
Yeah,
You
I'm
notice
there.
a ship coming towards you guys. This area does not have much travel, just because there's nothing really here except for you. But
Mhm.
there is a ship that lands probably a good 400 yards down the hill. I imagine Tex, with your new fancy eye, you're the one who spots it.
Okay.
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 And you notice it lands just in like tree coverage, so you can't see who comes out of it or anything like that. But you do know that it landed, and there does seem to be some activity.
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 Acti-
Do we have
Activity?
ability? Wait, yeah.
Activity.
We just ability in someone
Activity?
Activity.
Okay, guys, shut up so I can hear Autumn. What did you say, Autumn?
have invisibility, right? That's a capability we used on the big ship. Could like Bee can fly? I mean, if invisibility cast on her, she could like go fly and check it out.
Bee
Yeah, let's
can
do it.
fly?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know that.
I remember that.
Bee can fly. It's her 15th level ability.
Oh, it's an ability.
fly
Okay,
now?
I thought you meant just like be by herself. Okay, no.
Be by
Yeah.
herself.
Can you imagine?
So, do you ask Tim to
Ask you a
cast
question?
Activity.
invisibility on you?
Before I do that though, I show off the
The what?
little things come out of my back. It's like, can you cast invisibility?
Tim, do you cast
Yeah.
invisibility?
Sorry.
You do it? Sure thing. Yeah, so Tim's, I imagine text you alert everyone to what's going on. Haas is
Yeah.
like, interesting. I don't know that ship. I don't know who that is. You have Dragon and Fenitorath who are over helping, and I think that's all. Ace is probably on the other side working on something or standing guard, making sure nothing goes wrong. And you all are kind of just loaded up. Fenitorath, Haas, and them kind of step back with Dragon, trying to keep people away from seeing the dragons. And you see that B, you start flying through the sky, invisible, not able to be spotted, very hard to notice you in the sky flying. And you see that in there is a figure, like a cloaked figure with this green cape around them. They seem to be fair size. I would estimate them to be around probably 6'8", 6'7". They seem pretty tall. They have a very large like upper half, not as like shoulders, but like shoulders to head is a fair sized item, but they're built all the way through. Tim's
Okay,
finding
which
something funny.
Which way are they headed?
They seem to be heading over to where you guys are.
Okay, and does their ship have any recognizable markings?
No, this ship seems to be pretty just generic. It seems quick. It seems built by a mechanic, by not by hand, but by someone who knows ships and not manufactured. and it seems to be designed to be quick. They begin walking up the path just slowly. They do have, I need to make sure what they have. They do have on their back a large sword that seems to glint in the sunlight, and there's a club by their side.
Oh, fun. I bet this is Hunter.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what you guys thinking?
Hunter
Is
X
that what you
Hunter?
were smiling at, Tim?
I think it was, yeah.
Hunter.
Alright.
Also, my
Hunter?
race is really good. There's also that.
I'm gonna
So good you just smile about it.
while he's
Yeah.
approaching, I'm gonna get ready for like an altercation or whatever, but not
Sure.
like assume it's gonna happen right
Yeah,
away.
you wanna kind of stand guard and be intimidating. Be
Yeah.
ready. Sure thing.
I'd like to also cast invisibility.
On yourself?
Yeah, myself.
Sure.
Just sort of head out there and off to the side.
Read off or I need to read invisibility for real fast.
What are
Yeah, so-
NFTs?
NFT is a non-fungible token. It's stupidity and bad.
It's nice fat toads.
Hayden, remember when we tried to make an NFT?
I did make an NFT because I thought it was funny. I also made an NFT of one of my friends who said, "This is my NFT, don't steal it." And I made an NFT and put it on the market because it was really funny. It's so easy to make an NFT. That's why so many people did it, and it's super funny to say, "Here, look at my NFT."
What if I? beat you?
So Tim, whenever you cast, if you
Yes.
were to cast invisibility on yourself, B
Yeah.
would lose invisibility.
I can have 2 concentration spells at once.
That's fair. Okay, yeah. I always forget that.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh. So yeah, you do that. You basically cast invisibility on yourself. You're gone from plain sight. Not magical detection, but plain sight. Tex, you're kind of standing. Do you have your you have an antimatter rifle, right?
Me?
I have a laser rifle, not
Yeah.
an anti-rifle though.
Oh, do you like lean up on that, or do you try to be less intimidating and just have it on your back, noticeable?
I'm not gonna be leaning on it, but I am gonna like keep it close.
Yeah, you have it like
Get-
near
get it
you
ready.
and available, but not
Yeah.
actively leaned on. Okay, yeah. With that, he begins to approach ever closer. B, is there anything you do specifically? B is muted. B is our eye in the sky, though.
I was just waiting for everybody to finish.
Sure.
I
Kept getting talked over.
Yeah, your microphone also cuts out when anyone talks.
Yeah, so
So, is there
I
anything you'd
get-
like to do as you float in the sky, or are you just keeping an eye out?
I would like to go back.
It's not only when you get talked over. You're just cut out a lot. Could you repeat that again?
So I would like to go like back and warn everybody like what exactly I saw.
Sure.
You know, give us a rundown.
Yeah.
And say
What
their
is your flying speed when you have that?
Equal to my walking speed.
What is your walking speed?
30 feet.
30 feet. So actually, if you were to fly out, no, you could. If you met halfway, you could have seen that and go back. So by the time you're there, though, they're almost away. They're like probably only 150, 200 feet away at this point. But you fly back,
so-
you're like, hey, I see this figure. They have a green cloak. Weapons available to them.
They're almost here. Headed towards.
Yeah. Do you fly back out then, or do you stay with the group?
I stay with the group, but I'm ready to murder if need be.
Sure thing. Yeah. You guys continue. Anyone else gonna do anything to prepare? What were you gonna do, Keelan?
I was gonna say I was gonna stand guard too.
Sure. Yeah, you just stand up next to Tex. Then what you guys see, whenever this figure gets closer, you do see him start coming up over the hill, and there is what seems to be like this metal mask of a dragon face.
This
It
is so
forms
Hunter.
over it forms over the face. It is a nice bronze color. They have this green hood with a green hide armor that has a little bit of shimmer to it. It seems very well made, finely crafted. There are these bronze accent pieces to it. It seems super highly crafted and super technical in all of it. The pants have like bronze knee pads, things like that. His his club matches his outfit. The sword on his back is a little different. And he just stands up and stands near you, and you hear this booming voice that says, "I believe you've taken someone from me who is very important on a quest. I would like him returned."
Oh.
V met Hunter, right? V doesn't know about Hunter or what his deal is,
You
right?
do, because they've explained what Dragon is to you. You know about him, but no one knows who he is or what he's about. You guys just know him and Dragon were together at one point. You guys kidnapped Dragon, basically, and he's been tracking you
V-
noticeably.
Am I still visible?
Yeah, you're still invisible.
I want to go find Dragon and let him know that Hunter's here.
Okay. You swing back in. Dragon's probably in the back of a room, like with Haas and Fenatorath, who are like doing stuff to pretend to be doing things and distracting him. They're probably a while away though, so it's gonna be a couple turns. I'm gonna do this turn by turn now, just because there's an interaction going. So you can get there, but it's gonna take a second. He speaks up. He's like, I would like this character returned, and I believe you know who I'm talking about.
Oh.
Sorry, for reference, I am too far away and I'm invisible at this point, so
Yeah, you're
I'm unable to speak.
yeah, you're invisible. Well, you could speak, but it just kind of gives you away. But yeah, you just have that happen. He just has that, stares at you guys waiting for a response, mostly at you and Tex and Kulana, because you two are standing post.
I don't know
Wow.
what to say.
He's kind of just looking at you.
It's like, what was I
He
gonna
doesn't seem to be approaching you though. Oh, he's dead.
I was gonna say, are you approaching as a friend or foe?
I'm approaching as a foe, or yeah, no, he doesn't say that. He says, I'm approaching as someone who had a child stolen from him. You decide you decide, friend or foe. Dragon's a child. Dragon's a baby.
Well, we can. I'm a little nervous because I'm like, I want to. Well, just letting you know that Dragon is safe.
His tracks do seem to be unharmed. He does no limps or anything like that, but I need him back on a quest. We have people to meet, and I must have him.
Well, we could be giving back Dragon.
That's up to you.
Is B at Dragon yet?
Probably one more turn.
Okay, well, as long. Okay. Shoot. Do we give Dragon back? Has he ever harmed Dragon? Or...
Dragon's told you how big of a fan of him he is. Dragon's a big fan of Hunter.
Moral
I
dilemmas.
do have a question. What has happened to Dragon's parents?
That is something I am unaware of, but I am taking him to a protected land.
Will there be other dragons?
That is something I cannot discuss. At this point, B, you have found Dragon in the back room. What do you tell Dragon?
I let them know exactly like who's here. Like, hey, Hunter's here.
Yeah, when you say that, Dragon's eyes light up. He's like, oh, really? And tries to run straight past you out the door.
So I try to stop him. I know.
Roll me a strength check. Because you're trying to stop a dragon who wants to see his good friend.
His little friend.
Yeah. Oh.
I
I still don't entirely trust Hunter because, like, what are you trying to use? Like, in my head, I'm like,
Why
what
is he called Hunter?
Yeah, why is the name Hunter? That's the worst name you could have given him. Hunter.
Frank?
Yeah.
Sorry, did we find Dragon with like a large dragon skull, or was that?
No.
Not
You
what
found
happened.
you found Dragon with a lot of loot.
Hmm.
I thought we saw,
Got
like,
it.
dragon scales scattered. or
I thought we
something
saw like
that.
dragon remains of some
I
kind.
think-
Yeah.
I think there were scales and items of dragon nature. but it was explained to Dragon by Dragon that it was stuff that Hunter and him found in an old nest because his parents like shed and things like that. And then he was the last one left of his bunch.
Got it. So he totally just kidnapped a kid. Got it. Cool.
So I'm like, here, Will.
We asked him when we was with him. We asked him if he wanted to come with us. He was like, "Sure."
Yeah, so it was full consent.
From a
So, like,
child.
Yeah, because if you roll up in a van to a child, like, hey, you want to come with us? We have
Stop!
candy. It's fine.
Stop
That's,
it!
yeah, I mean.
Stop. Stop. So I'm
Anyway,
like, well, Dragon seems.
Well,
I
okay,
just
okay.
say.
Let Autumn finish.
Sorry.
14.
14. So yeah, you don't hold him back, but you do have him, and you're like slowing him down. And he's like, I want to see Hunter.
What is Hunter's deal? Because he seems.
He was gonna take
aggressive.
me to the Dragonland.
Are there actually dragons there? I don't know.
I've never been. I don't know. And he keeps trying to go.
I will.
When you see when Fenatorath hears that, she's like, Dragonland? I'm interested.
Wait, okay. Should we bring Fenatorath with us as another dragon to vouch for Dragon?
I mean, you can
I'm like,
ask.
yeah, I'm like, can you vouch for Dragon? You're a dragon, right?
And she's like, what do you mean vouch? He's a dragon. I don't know a hunter.
She's
I
been
was-
teaching him.
Fenatorath goes, I've been locked in a cave for thousands of years. I've not met another dragon in that time.
Can you just come with me, please, to feel safe?
She's like, okay. At that point, a dragon breaks away from your grip, and you guys like start chasing after it. You're also still invisible, so you're just a floating voice.
Yeah.
I'd like to break my invisibility at this point.
Sure. You
Okay.
just teleport to like the side. Are you in any particular spot?
I was sort of like behind some rocks kind of thing.
You just, hey.
I sort of just like want to approach, just
Yeah. What do you say anything particular?
gun away. I want to just try and diffuse it. Say, all right, let's calm down. You can come on in.
Fuck.
We'll try and figure this out. All right.
So you invite
I
him in.
accidentally just opened.
I
something.
want to invite him in here.
He's like, he kind of flashes his cape. He's like, I will come in and discuss, but just know if you do spring any attack, I will fight back.
I understand
don't-
completely.
That's understandable.
I don't think we plan to attack him if he doesn't attack us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you guys are Texas stand up with a gun. You're just
Well,
teleported
I
in from
don't
behind a
know what was
rock.
gonna happen. Look, some mysterious guy starts
Yeah.
walking towards us menacingly.
Where's
It's a
my
pretty
child?
Reasonable response.
I know, but he also knows that it's a reasonable response to attack him. So he's like, I will
Yeah.
fight back. Just
Yeah,
warning. So he comes in. He
understand.
his cape covers up. You actually see him take off this mask, and underneath it is a Leonin man, with this dragon mask that like actually fits his face.
It's Branwen.
Sure. Yeah.
Well,
And so
Brandon,
he
you see-
enters into the
like,
space.
You gotta be smart.
You see Dragon like runs up. By the time he gets up there, Dragon meets him basically halfway
Has Dragon
and
got bigger?
pounces. Yeah, but definitely, and pounces him. It instantly knocks him off his feet because this dragon's like probably 400 pounds. And he just takes. He's like, Hunter, I haven't seen you forever. And Hunter gets out a heartfelt like a belly laugh sort of thing. He's like, oh yes, little dragon. It's good to see you too. I'm glad to see you're perfectly fine. And then Dragon goes into a little rambling speech about how you guys have been such good friends and you've been so kind and happy, and that he met another dragon. And you see Hunter's like, another dragon.
Why are you surprised?
Because there's not dragons often.
He was going to a dragon land.
Yeah,
He knew of a dragon land.
yeah, not out in the plain. Okay, you'll figure out later. He's like, who do you speak of? He goes, Fenatorath, and he gets up actively and he's like, where is she? And Fenatorath is just like nods, just like weary, like, do you know who I am, sort of thing. And he continues. He's like, well, this is unexpected. I did not think you would have a figure such as Fenatorath here. I guess you are a much different group than I expected. I was thinking pirates and plunderers trying to kidnap a rare creature for self-gains.
No. He's too
No.
cute.
Absolutely not.
He's too cute.
He's like, well, I guess we have some discussion to do. He reaches a hand out to Fenatorath, and he's like, Fenatorath, I am a hunter for the Dragon Council. The council you once were a part of. It is still around, but it has changed over the years.
B died.
You see Fenatorath,
This is so sad.
eyes just lights up like, that's a thing still. She's like, I guess I don't know what I expected. I thought after coming back and not seeing any information about the dragons or any sort of power and learning that some of them have gone almost feral, that the council would have been disbanded. And he's like, it's a much more complex story than that. But that will be a story for another time. Because for now, we gotta end stream here. So you guys are gonna get a little bit of a lore dump tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Monday, next Monday. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you follow. If you guys watch in the future, like to catch me live, go to kingmup.com and you can find everywhere I stream and make content. But for now, I'll be doing here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.